Well, listen, say I give him away and get my deduction. How'd I get him back?
Well, you don't exactly get them back.
Well, I don't exactly give him up.
Today, December 9th, 1922, a special man was born. John Elroy Sanford in St. Louis, Missouri. Later became known as Red Fox. I really miss that man. And I got up. I was tired. I said I was going to make this video tomorrow, but I got up. I said I'm going to do it tonight. I miss that man. There's a lot that one can learn from him. Not only was he funny, but there are things that a person can learn. Number one, he used to tell younger comedians, speak to the cheap seats. In other words, speak loud enough so that even the person in the back of the room can hear you. And that's how he ended up with that scraggly voice, as he got old. Someone asked him, how do I get a voice like yours? And then Foxx told the interviewer, go to nightclubs and try to scream into microphones that don't work and speak loudly. And so he, by his own admission, that's how he got that voice. And so the philosophy, speak to the cheap seats, applies not only to speaking loud enough, but speaking plainly enough. And so when I write essays or whatever, or speak, I try to speak to the cheap seats, make it plain. Another thing that's interesting about Foxx is that he helped fellow comedians like LaWanda Page. She was a comedian in the Chitlin circuit with Foxx back in, I guess, the 40s and 50s or whatever. He got her work. When he got his show Sanford and Son, he got his fellow comedians jobs. So Bubba, that's Don Bexley, the guy who played Skillet and Leroy and Melvin, they were, and obviously Aunt Esther, LaWanda Page, they were old friends of Foxx, and Foxx got them work on the show. The producers at first didn't want to pick them up because they didn't have acting experience, but Foxx knew that they were funny, and so he insisted that they be brought on. So I admire that. We can learn that. When you make it, look out for others. Don't just be the only, don't think you should be the only person who blows up. So I admire that. Another thing is Pat Morita. Oh yeah, by the way, he got Pat Morita work, the comedian. And he also played, I think, Mr. Miyagi on The Karate Kid, the Asian American gentleman. But Foxx got Pat Morita work. And Pat Morita's wife was pregnant. They were trying to buy a house and they were about to lose it. And Pat Morita came to Red Fox and asked for help, asked for $3,500. A heck of a lot of money back in, I guess, the 70s or maybe even the late 60s or whatever. But Red Fox looked at his secretary and said, get me my checkbook. And then he wrote the check for the $3,500. And at the bottom of the check, he said, no payback. And then he looked at Pat and he said, don't worry about payback. No interest, nothing like that. What you do, son, is when you make it, you help someone else. I probably can't imitate Fox's voice, but I'm trying. So these are things about Foxx. Oh yeah, one more thing that Foxx said that was funny. He used to do stand-up comedy, and if he would go before a sophisticated audience that looked rich and fancy and sedity, he would say, good evening. You guys look sophisticated and uppity, but no matter how high you get, no matter how successful you are, you still have to wash your ass. And so that's a good point. People are human beings. And so we shouldn't be intimidated by other human beings. We shouldn't feel inferior, not superior either, but we shouldn't be inferior because Foxx is right. No matter who you are, you still have to wash your behind. You're human. You put on your pants with one leg at a time, just like everyone else. So these are the things that I learned from Red Foxx. A funny man, but a man that you can also learn from. Oh yeah, by the way, he got out of World War II, fighting in World War II, by eating a bar of soap, and his heart rate went up. And so I guess the evaluators looked at him and said, "Oh, wait a minute, something's not right. Get out of here. We don't want you." So he was a survivor, had a rough life. That's why he looked so old for his age. Sanford and Son started in 1972, and Foxx hadn't reached his 50th birthday, but he played the part of a 65-year-old man. So he had a hard life, but he was a survivor. He made it, and he helped others up along the way.
Making any plans to do any more television shows? Or are you through with television now?
No, I think television through with me. I've been away from television 2 or 3 years, and no one's called me to do anything. I guess they think that I'm just Fred Sanford, and so if they don't have a part for Fred, there's nothing else left. So Fred is dead, even without Fred, you know. So I know I could do some other parts, some character parts, but no one gives me that buzz, you know. So I just work in the clubs, because a lot of actors can't go in a nightclub and do an hour, hour and a half alone, but I can.
Now, if you were to sit down one-on-one, man-to-man with, say, an up-and-coming comic like, let's just say Eddie Murphy, for an example, what kind of advice would you give an Eddie Murphy on how to deal with success and all the things that come with it?
Well, the first thing I would tell a young comic coming up is to get a job, you know, somewhere near food, because it's much better. You can be much funnier when you're full than when you're hungry.
And then what about when you get into the mega bucks? What advice do you give them then?
Hey, save your money. If you're gonna get there, save your money and try to do something with it. Don't mess it up like I did. Don't enjoy it.
Have you messed up money?
No, I don't think I messed it up, but I gave a lot of it away to people. You know what I mean? Just a soft touch.
How many times have you been married now?
Let's see. 3. And I shacked up a few times. But hey, that's life.
You're a real romantic guy.
No, I'm not. I'm just a good provider. That's right. I mean, girls are attracted by me because I'm not stingy. You know, whatever I got goes. Just have it. Boom, buy it. Enjoy life.
And right now you are a bachelor?
Semi.
Semi-bachelor.
You know what I mean?
Does that mean you're about to get married?
No, it don't mean that. No, not yet. Maybe next month.
Maybe next month.
Yeah, but no time soon.
You paid for those 3 positions.
Through the nose and the eardrums. I paid, you better believe it. This last one cost me, I can't even count that high. What's all you got? But it was fun.
Looking back on everything that you've done, if you could change anything, what would it be?
Probably my underwear.